Today I'm talking about transformation. And transformation from Unity's perspective says it's a personal shift in consciousness that helps us remember that we are connected to expressing the divine in life. So it's a personal shift that we make personally, and then we realize that we're part of the more. No matter how we want to slice the pie, peach, pecan, or plum, we are all part of the one. We are all part of the more. And we can disagree with that, and we can say, I'm an individualist. Anyone ever said that? I used that little quote from Robert Frost, The Road Less Traveled. So I did a little research, and the name of the poem really isn't The Road Less Traveled, it's called The Road Not Taken. And so when I did a little research, it really wasn't about there was a right road or a wrong road, there was just two roads. And I took one, and someone else took one, and it's really all one road. And how do we then say, I'm an individualist, I'm a independent mind? Anyone ever said that? Three of us, I could tell. I'm an independent mind. What really, as I went along reading about the experience of Robert Frost, is that the grass was the same on both sides. Nothing was actually different. It was just he took one path. And so we might say, well, someone became Baptist, and someone became Methodist, and someone went down the Unity Road, and someone else went Buddhist, and, you know, there were many choices, and we took a road. To me, what it meant was, it's all one road. It's really all one road. I just may have taken steps down this road, but it's actually, and as they described it, it was all green. It was not worn down on one side or the other. It's just one road. So looking at moving from my personal, individual consciousness, awakening to that I'm more. Now, I was never really taught that. I was taught to think for myself. I was taught to create for myself. I was taught this was my responsibility. I had no really idea that I was part of a puzzle where everyone came together, where souls and lights and eons of generations of diversity came together. I wasn't alone. So as we move from that it's an independent or a personal realization in my consciousness, then that leads me to transformation. And transformation, then I realize I'm part of the all. Let's say that together. I'm part of the all. In other words, we learn over and over in Unity that we cannot be separated from the universal presence. Now, in what I've been reading, they're not using the word G-O-D. They're using the word universal presence. God has many understandings and many thoughts put to it, if you want to say it that way, many values connected to the word God. And many people think of God as above or other, when God is all. So Emerson said it this way, the oversoul. Have you heard that description, the oversoul? So the oversoul reminds us that it's all. We're all part of the oversoul. We might want to remember that there is a individuality, and we are, what is that word? We are more than our individuality. So Unity, as it started over almost 150 years now, I was going through my books with my friend Kathy Long. I have, you might call, historical books. And I opened it again today. I have a Lessons in Truth book signed by the woman whose book it was from 1924. I have a book that's 100 years old, Lessons in Truth. And she has little notes in it, little tick marks. And the realization from Emily Cady, from the Fillmores, and way thousands and thousands of years beyond Christianity or Buddhism or whatever, that there is an essence, there is a that is more, always more. And we can't capsulize that. How many of us try to get it into a way that we can understand, that we can live with? And sometimes we want to manipulate it. Oh, yeah. And Eckhart Tolle went on to say that many of us think that it's about, the life we live is about happiness. And happiness is actually neither here nor there. We're spiritual beings. We're here to do spiritual work. And so when we think of this unity ministry and all unity ministries across the world, we're getting ready for World Day of Prayer. Now, we've been doing World Day of Prayer for years and eons, and I did it so many different ways, and I know you've done it here too. Why on earth would we do World Day of Prayer if the Fillmores weren't engaged in a world consciousness? This isn't new for us. The way we do it, the way and the gatherings and the diversity in the celebration, the Fillmores started in the very beginning, over before that Lessons in Truth book 100 years ago, connecting with the world. You know, they called themselves unique and eclectic. I love that. They were eclectic spiritual searchers. They took from different spiritual truths and used that for themselves. So I think I'll speak for myself, may have gotten a little stuck down here in living my life and then the people that are important to me, and have maybe lost contact with the big picture. Transformation is living my life from the big picture, from seeing that I am part of Unity of Australia. I am part of Unity of South Africa. I am part of Unity in Denmark. I am part of Unity in South America. I am part, there's even a teeny tiny Unity in China. We had a woman come from China and become an ordained minister. People come and find unity all over the world. I was in the Philippines on a healing retreat. I was in a little office and they did all kinds of massage, and there was a daily word in the Philippines. I mean, this is a global healing awareness. And it's so easy to make it narrow. It's so easy to make it mine. Would you agree with that? Is that, please? You could say no, and then I have something else to say. But if we agree on this, that I have to expand my personal consciousness. That's where we started. I have to expand my personal consciousness to understand this, what to me is almost without words. Transformation. Now, learning how to work in that consciousness, learning to feel connected, whether we ever see the minister in China or the South Africa. You know, I met her years and years ago. I still have her name and her little phone number. No, I'm sure it's from 30 years ago. I'm sure it doesn't work anymore. But the last Unity conference I went to, she was there. and we remembered each other. There are people from that comes to Unity Conference from all over the world. But we get this little narrow thought that we're it. Unity of Salem, or Unity of Northwest, or Unity. So just breathe into the expanded message of what we are, the expanded vision of what we are. Just breathe into that. That means take a big breath. So when we look at nature, nature's our teacher, right? Nature's our teacher. We see that in all the research they've done, how the trees are saving each other's lives by their roots being, what's that word? Intertwined. And sharing the water and keeping each other standing up in the big storms. Now we see that in so many parts of nature. I heard a speaker not that long ago who had just been into an area where there was all this desert, Africa, and there he was sitting up on a hill looking down, and there was a stream, very little water, and he saw coming from different areas all different animals that were usually fighting each other. And they all respected each other and let each other drink. And there was enough. Now that's a clue, because you and I start sometimes thinking there's not enough. Have you thought that sometimes in your life? There's not enough money, there's not enough time, there's not enough blah, blah. There's not enough time. There's more than enough time when we work together, when we see each other as co-creators. We say, yes, yes, yes. Now, I love the story about the geese. Well, it's not a story, it's the truth. How the geese fly together, and there's a lead. I'm sure it's a female. But I won't argue. There's a leader in the front and takes the position, and everyone follows. And I was just reading. Now, I've read this so many times in my life, but they get 70% more lift by doing it together. So they don't work half as hard. This is true in spiritual consciousness. When we do it together, we don't have to work hard. We're doing it as one. So they're flying, and it's so beautiful, and we see this configuration, and they look like they're almost floating, and there they go. And then if the leader gets tired, goes to the back, and the next one just goes right in front and takes its turn, and they just keep going and going. Now, also, if one gets ill or so tired they can't fly at all, they go down, and then 2 other geese go with them and care for them. And if they're in need, they stay with them. If it passes away, they stay for a while, and then they get back and probably join another flock, because that flock has continued on. Now, I like that image, because I feel like you've had many leaders here, right? And then they took their turn, and someone else came up, and then someone else came up, and then we went together, and then we keep evolving. We keep evolving, and that's true in unity, global unity. We are evolving in so many ways. I can't even keep my feet on the floor. So many things have changed in the last 10 years. And that's good. I call it good. We could call it God. We call it good. So now, how do I take responsibility for my part? Where am I in this configuration of flying, of liftoff? Where am I contributing to the all? What is mine to do? So that really is the question, isn't it? I wanted to read you just a little bit from, I have a copy of the goose story. When the head goose gets tired, rotates back in the wing, and another goose flies point, is it sensible to take turns doing demanding jobs with people or with geese? Geese honk from behind to encourage each other. Do we encourage each other with words, with hugs? Finally, and this is what's important, is that we remember, like a goose, when someone gets sick, when someone is going through a challenge, that we come around and support them. Do we have the abilities of Mother Nature, of animals, to come together in a way that supports us and the world? That is the question. So I have a little exercise. You willing? Yes. Okay, so turn to someone next to you, even if you don't know them. Come on, guys, you do it. Okay, now one of you make a fist. One of you. We can't even decide who's the one who has the fist. I love it. Okay, and if you don't have a partner, please, someone, there's a lady there that doesn't, can she scoot over? Okay, there's a guy. Okay, great. Okay, so make a fist. Now, in that fist, are you playing along? It's a game. We all like a game. So in the fist is the most important diamond in the world. And you, the other person, wants it. So turn to your partner. Now, once again, you know who has the most important diamond in the world, and you have like 10 seconds. The other person, how are you going to get that diamond? Okay, go ahead. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay. Let's hear the response. What did you do?
I'll tell.
Okay.
So, Clay took my fist in his hand, leaned over, and kissed my knuckles.
Now we...
Opened right up.
Yeah. And we had a couple right here. There was a smooch over here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the diamond, but there was a smooch right there. Oh, they're sharing it. Look at that, Ed.
I just asked for it. And he gave it to me.
Whoa, we got one in the back row. Wait a minute. What happened?
I asked her if I could pay for it.
Linda?
I just immediately opened my hand and gave it to Twyla because I knew she really wanted it.
Yeah. Anyone else? Right. And took it. Yeah. Okay. Wendy? I don't want it. Right. We've got a I don't want it. Anyone else? Okay. Danita?
Pat asked for it in stages.
Could I look at it? Well, Georgie?
I asked to hold it. And she's thinking about it.
So the example, go ahead, Tammy.
Elizabeth asked what she could do for me.
Oh, negotiator. We have a negotiator in our hands. Anyone else? So what the story that I was bringing this from, they were sure you were going to fight for it. Did anyone fight for it? No. Not in this crowd. No, but do you see how we have learned here that we can ask, we can bargain, we can appreciate, we can manipulate with kisses. We can find different ways to get our desire. And what the example is about, of course, is how do we engage with people and work together and find our common ground. So now we're going to go into meditation and find that common ground. Just remember in your week how you go about your process of realizing you're part of something more. You're part of a divine presence operating individually and collectively in our world. I am part of something greater and more.
Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Deeper into the heart of love. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Rising in love. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Rising in love. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Rising in love. Deeper, deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Deeper, deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Rising in love. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love.
Breathing deeply. Breathing deeper. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. I invite you to shrug your shoulders. Let the world flow away. drop away. I invite you to move your neck, your shoulders. Feel it lifted, lifted, lifted. Relax your breathing. Slow down that breath. I like to open my hands as a sign of receptivity to remembering, or put the hand on the heart, whatever feels comfortable. And in this quiet moment, we rest. We rest and we remember the divine presence that goes by many names, lives, breathes, and acts through me. Please say that to yourself in your own words. The divine presence within me lives, breathes, and acts through me. I am a gift. I have much to do and much to be. I am awakening to a consciousness that within me, the divine presence is at work. I listen for guidance. I listen for clarity. And I take action on where my guidance leads me. I am part of a universal presence throughout this world of all faiths, nationalities, beliefs. I am part of the universal puzzle of life. And I play my part. May this be the day that I remember, recommit. And intertwine in this energy. Of the one, the more. I am ready to step forward and do what is mine to do. I open my mind and my heart, listening for my next steps and bringing the world, consciousness together. And so it